My name is Christine Duval. I'm the art director and curator of the LIMN Art Gallery in San Francisco. LIMN Art Gallery exists for the past 12 years. We are actually one of the first galleries introducing contemporary Chinese art to the West Coast about 10 years ago. This month we have two exhibitions, a solo show, kind of retrospective of work by Ming Wang, a painter, and another concurrent exhibition entitled Landscape in Transit, featuring 3 artists from China. Han Bing, who is right behind me, is actually a photographer who simply shoots a setting in the reflection of the water. And of course you can see also a little bit of detritus and garbage, but this is really what it's portraying, is the idea of, in order to rebuild, you have to destroy, and how the two can live together. And they, I believe, create beautiful images that you will see in this exhibition as well. The other artist from Shanghai is Yang Yongyang, and he's maybe a little bit more closer related to Ming Wang exhibition because he is also trained as a watercolorist with a really tradition of doing this hand shui painting, with long scroll of landscape with the mist into the mountains. However, being a young artist, he is taking a modern approach, using a modern medium, the digital camera, and really using a modern landscape, which are high-rise, freeways, cranes, traffics, and things like that, and then rebuilding the images together so they are appearing very traditional in a way. And then we have the third artist, Zhang Wei from Beijing, who is a very young sculptor but very prolific as well. The series we shows is about, of course, the mountain and landscape. They are bronzes, they are cast bronze. They fit in this exhibition because even though they are very traditional work, the approach is almost abstract and really resolved only in the shapes and the texture. And that's really what I fell in love with. I have always been interested in bringing the tradition and the contemporary art together because I think one cannot exist without the other.
My name is Ming Wang, and I'm a professor at different art schools here in the Bay Area, and I'm teaching painting and Chinese brush painting and drawing. These works, I was inspired by the trip I made to China, and especially on the trip to the Silk Road. And I tried to use a different way to paint those works, not just purely use the Chinese way, but also I tried combining all those East and the West, and also Oriental and Chinese style, as well as Western modern style. So you will see many of the work I paint on the Chinese shun paper, which Western people call the rice paper. And then I mount it on the canvas and then continue paint as the Western way. I use a lot of dry pigments, raw pigments, water mixable pigments, as well as all kind of multimedia, including acrylic media. So this is my own pigments. That's why I see all different kind of result, effect on the paper as well as the canvas. So when you're on the very high in the mountains or very high on the sky, you see the whole world is very different from what you see on the ground. So everything's come out, the whole world change, okay, from realistic to abstract, from very natural to very personal. So that is why, you can see many of my work look like I express myself with different feeling. Okay, the color also with a variety expressed. So it's not really look like nature, but it is from nature. The trip did influence me so great, but also the life here in America and also influenced my work too. And I want to know the whole world, and everything could be influenced to my artwork, besides the technique. So technique I try to do my own, but the idea comes from the whole world.
We're here at Mark Wolfe Contemporary Art in the 49 Geary Building in downtown San Francisco. I'm Mark Wolfe, and I'm here to talk about our current exhibition of work by 3 Chinese artists. The show title is A Return to Reform, and the curatorial idea behind this show was to select some contemporary Chinese artists who actually had made a conscious decision to re-engage some of the ancient classical visual themes in Chinese landscape painting and indeed imperial portraiture, and to kind of re-express those in contemporary media. And so we found 3 wonderful artists, Wang Qiangzi, who is a very internationally prominent calligrapher who's now also working in digital media, Gao Yuan, who is a photographer from Beijing, and finally Hong Lei, who's familiar to many in the Bay Area because he was in the wonderful show Mahjong at the Berkeley Art Museum earlier this year, who's also a photographer. All 3 have really brought these core themes of landscape painting in the Chinese literati style and presented them in new digital formats. And so we're very excited to offer this show, and we think it turned out really well.
My name is Gao Yuan, and I was born in Taipei, but my father came from Tianjin. Now I live in New York and Beijing. This work is 12 photographs I created in last year. But I have to say, about 5 years ago, I went to Italy, Siena, the church. So I saw that Madame with Child. The image I like very much. And then after 5 years, I went to Beijing. I have the idea to photograph the mother and the child. Each baby, I put on the tattoo, but it's not real tattoo. The tattoo is a Chinese zodiac. So each baby have an animal. Like this year is a year of a cow. So that's why I have 12 photographs. And then I named to 12 moons. In Chinese culture, we like a circle. The circle is lucky, and the circle like a family. And the background, I chose old houses because in China, Beijing, they want to build a new building. So they tore down lots of houses. So in each picture, each photograph, I have a right side and left side. And I put a different building. One is old, one is new building. It's a contrast. I chose the baby from 4 months, between 4 months to 8 months. I think all the babies are growing very fast. And then like a city going fast in Beijing, every month you can see another new building. So like a baby, every month you see babies different. I like children, I like a baby, but I don't have a children. But this 12 picture is my work. I think they are my baby.
我姓那个王天德
My name is Wang Tiande.
所以这个
I'm from
它
Shanghai,
的版面
China.
就得
I
天字
brought a few pieces with me for the show. 2 pieces are from the Gushan series. The process was that I burned a lot of old calligraphy scroll, and I used the ashes to lay out the mountain, then take pictures of them, then manipulate the image on the computer. The idea behind it is to inject new blood into ancient Chinese art, and I think the younger generation should make changes to push it forward. We human beings, when we die, most of us will become ashes, and things can be burned and become ashes. And some ashes just blown away by wind, some ashes just being buried. But I'm using ashes to create art.
通过这个科技的努力，
The
以及
digital era,
图像的
new technology changed our life in so many ways. So I use that applied in my art creation to give new meanings to Chinese art can kind of break new ground, but deeply rooted in ancient Chinese art. The digital series, I use, in the beginning I use cigarettes to burn on the rice paper. That's how I started. Then I use incense burner to use it. I think it's more environmentally friendly and also reflect religion, Chinese religion's involvement in my art creation. So the first layer is images burned on rice paper. The second layer is ancient Chinese ink painting. So the Chinese characters are used in these two pieces. I'm just using them as a symbol. And characters' words has meanings, but in these two pieces, they have no meaning. It reflects a lot of things happening in our daily life that you just need to be. And sometimes you can't attach too many meanings to too many things. You just have to enjoy the moment, be present.
来演绎的某一个阶段的一个思想内容。